Hello. Welcome to another episode of the Quartz is in your court. I'm Francis, and this is Top Rock's, well, one of Top Rock's warehouse aisles. These are a few flats with a few little rocks, African minerals as far as your hand can reach. And sometimes you might need a ladder. I certainly do. Tapong is the guy I go to when we need to fight to get those. This is Top Rock, Africa's oldest and most reputable wholesaler of minerals and fossils. And I'm going to take you on a little journey today. We've got 3 trolleys, as is usual for a Thursday, and some of the items are beautiful, if not all of them. That's Cara, and that is Fig. He's useful sometimes. And that's one trolley. Right, so if you've not been here with us before, welcome. Cara has posted an entire essay in the comment section or in the description section to help you understand the processes of what's hot, what's not, what you should do, what gets you to trouble, and what gives you brownie points. Right, having said that, the exchange rate today is 18.21. And the rand's pretty stable, surprisingly, even though 49 refugee Afrikaners have made it to the shores of the States safely away from, well, here. Life carries on here. Africa's all right, the sun's shining and the sky is blue. Happy days, let's get on with it. Sub-Saharan spheres. Right, what have we got here? 1.75 for 5 aragonite and calcite spheres. These are from Madagascar. They're rated as A grade, very good grade, and good grade. They weigh 1.75 kilograms. And they are a very nice, handy size. These spheres are going to cost $36 for 5 septrized spheres, flat 471. We got some fluoride. Yes, this is the stuff that we mined ourselves a little while ago, maybe 6 months or so ago. Found some more lurking in the shadows. These 6 weigh 2.33 kilograms, and you can see there's a nice, some of these. Just zoom in and see if we can get that beautiful step formation. There's green fluorite on the inside. There's a nice one. There we go. Here's another nice example. This is from the Orongo region in Namibia. These weigh 2.33 kilograms. They're rated as only very good to good grade. These are going to cost $60. That is 4 flat 464. Next up, we got some carnelian bowls from Carnelian land. That is Madagascar, land of lapidary kings and queens. These are absolutely beautiful, both of them A grade. They weigh slightly more than 1 kilogram. And look at the patterns on this. There we go, that's beautiful. These 2 carnelian bowls are going to cost $33. That's $11.50 a piece for flat 437. Next up, we got some Malagasy agate slices, rated good, very good to A grade. These 12 weigh 1.69. This is probably the worst of the bunch. Let me get some sun on that. Oh, hello. See, if you have a nice blue background, it's a nice, well, got nice blue lace. Never mind. Some natural blue without a fake background. Polished both sides. These little fellas here, 1.69 kilograms, good grade, very good to A grade. They are going to cost $52. That is for flat 438. Up next, from the Iron Duke mine in Zimbabwe, we got some black basalt with a lot of pyrite. Dubbed Pharaoh stone. These are all A grade. Who doesn't mind a little bit of a gold basalt freeform? And that basalt is quite heavy as well. Very hard to polish these, seeing that the pyrite is exceptionally soft with the basalt being exceptionally hard. Good job on these. 5 A-grade jobs for 1.3 kilos. Cost you $54. That is flat 423. Next up, we got lepidolite. This is Zimbabwean lepidolite. Just making sure. These little purple freeforms. Yes, this is Zimbabwean. Let's just have a closer look at them. 1.44 kilos. I always look for the lithium. And I feel that compelled almost to please put out a warning that this lepidolite, which includes a fair amount of lithium, is not biodegradable. Is that the right word? You don't get a bipolar helpful anything or high from licking lithium. What is the word? Not bio. It's not wow. It doesn't help. You don't go licking lepidolite and thinking it's going to help. Just a warning to those kids out there. Right, this little flat's going to be $47. That's for flat 401. I didn't really see any lithium. A little bit of shiny mica. That's always nice. Nice and waxy to the feel. Nice flat. Barite is next. Hard and heavy. The stuff we use to put in our very expensive suitcases to carry our uranium around. They use this to protect people from X-rays. Very dense, and that's not to say it's stupid, it's just very dense. These are all rated as a good grade, 1.71 kilos for the 5 specimens. Always a nice couple of specs to have to lend some diversity to your collection or to your retail shelves. This 1.7 is going to cost a massive $24. That's for flat 398. Next up, some beautiful Namibian picture stone. And I'm not going to lie, they are absolutely gorgeous. This specifically, you couldn't paint a Namibian landscape better than what is depicted on this jasper here. It's absolutely gorgeous. There's 4 of these specimens, 1.27 kilograms. Look at that landscape there. It's a nice canyon. Beautiful. And then you got a couple of these. So this is really interesting. So in the process of a couple of million years, we've got an inland sea there in Namibia, and it drained, and then it came back, and then the silt that came back after millions of years with a new inland sea for these little cracks. That's why there's such a massive crack over there. If ever you've seen the Botswana salt plains or any other salt plains or dehydrated ground, that is pretty much an imagery depiction of what happens over a few million years. There was action, it drained, nothing happened, and you got that kind of a cut there. It looks like a crack. It's not. That is natural. These 4 slices are going to cost $47. That is flat 498. Next up, little itsy bitsy cutie pie ammonite pairs. So that is 40 units with 20 pairs. So let's have a little closer look at this one over here. They're rated all as A grade. And these small ones invariably have more opalization on the outside than the larger ones. Not that one. Not so much this one either. And as I mentioned, it backfires on me. And ooh, that's pretty, man. Very nice flat this. Only 270 grams. It's going to cost $28 for the 20 pairs. Flat 486. Lekker. Next up, some dioptase, a very good and good grade. There are 12 specimens here. I feel like I need a little bit of light on the subject. Let's have a look. Hello. There we go. That is a beautiful A-grade specimen. Coming all around the side, here's one with absolutely no mother rock, making it super light and very, very beautiful. Here's probably the worst of the bunch, and it's not too shabby. It's just smaller crystals. This flat is really nice, man. Is it me? I'm just going to check why things are looking so dark for me here. Just my phone. Right, so these 12, and I tell you what, this is $82 for these 12 is a massively nice deal. That is good. That is really good. So if this is the worst, these two are the worst of the bunch, that's really well worth it, man. That's a nice flat 452. Next up, some purple flash labradorite. There are 3 partly polished fellas here. That is the rough side. Oh, that is gorgeous flash right there. They're all rated as A grade. That's very nice, man. They have been sliced at the bottom, so they are partly polished A grade standing forms. Very nice bit of labradorite there, 1.67 kilograms. It's going to cost $43 for the 3. That's flat 451. Lekker. Next up, we got some beautiful black tourmaline, 2 large specimens, feldspar, and some beautiful, intricate black tourmaline. A little bit of a cheeky bit of vermiculite over there, a little bit of quartz. Here's the big one, and that's very nice. Look at that. That is, and it stands. That is beautiful. These are rated. Just check. Both are rated only as very good. Oh, nice smoky quartz there on the side. Look at that. Let me just try and get in there. Beautiful, beautiful specimen this. And it does stand. What a luck. What a lekker one. So that's 1.81 kilograms for the black tourmaline, the 2 large pieces. That's $60 for flat 428. Nice. Next up, Book and Note Hook, 2 large-ish clusters. They weigh 1.83 kilograms. Rated as very good only. These 2 are going to cost $71. $71 for 1.83 is a reasonable price. Flat 470. Then we've got a flat of all sorts, little polished points with all kinds of inclusions. Let's slowly go through these. They're rated as very good to A grade. There's a nice, very nice, dark, smoky double terminated crystal. Beautiful phantoms. Very dark. This is the very good one. Here you go. Look at this. Beautiful. Lovely flat. There's one little chlorite fellow there as well. A solid piece of chlorite veil right in the middle. That is beautiful. This flat here is going to cost all of $31. That is flat 474. Nice. Onto some black tourmaline with highlight opal. There are 12 specimens here, rated as very good to A grade. So let's look at a few of them. Lovely forms. Slightly over a kilo is what this weighs. It's going to cost $50. That is flat 476. Next up, some rough cobbed shutterkite with all sorts in between as well. 24 of these cob pieces. They weigh 3.77 kilograms. Rated good, very good to A grade. This is lapidary material. There's a beautiful shutterkite. In amidst some dolomite. This flat here, was looking for a little bit of quartz, a little bit of chrysocolla, a bit of malachite, all kinds, man. Quite a few flats where I've dubbed them the Congolese cocktail boxes. This flat here is going to cost $50. That's for 3.77 kilograms. That's flat 478. Next up, a beautiful flat of Irongo smoky quartz and a lot of highlight. 750 grams, rated good, very good to A grade. I looked at this and this is a genuinely winner chicken dinner kind of little flat. There we go. Beautiful smoky. And all that highlight at the bottom there. I think most of these actually have highlight. There's highlight. There's highlight at the bottom. Highlight at the bottom. Highlight at the bottom. Oh my, this is basically a highlight opal flat with some smoky quartz on the side. Beautiful flat. It's only going to cost $42 for the 20 specimens. That is flat 511. Onto some chrysocolla, or another, basically a Congolese cocktail flat. There's 24 specimens in here. Here's one of them. And a really small little thumbnail. Put it in the sunlight. Not much in the way of blue chrysocolla, but a lot of beautiful druzy coated malachite. There's another one similar to that. Here's those pseudomorph azurite to malachite formations. More silicate chrysocolla. Little bits of Figster, eat the monkey. Good boy. Quite a bit of heterogenite in the base there. Hey, you, Ninja. Don't be a kadoy, eh? 1.0 kilos. Oh, my shattered nerves. It's Janis Joplin dog again. All right, that's $50 for flat 460. Next up, amidst all kinds of monkey dramas, 1.6 kilograms for two largest black tourmaline vermiculite smoky quartz specimens. This is a rather big, well-formed tourmaline. Two of these. There's no highlight opal, surprisingly. Rated as very good to A grade. This flat here is going to cost $44. Flat 472. Onto the center we go, and Septori standing freeforms. There's two of them. They weigh 1.96 kilograms. So Septori is invariably rather heavy. That's all the emotional baggage from the eons of sitting as mud nodules. 1.96, they're rated as very good to A grade. They're going to cost $38. That's flat 447. Next up, some banded tiger iron standing freeforms, and this has got a lot of, there's a basically hematite with a little bit of banded iron to accompany it. These two are rated as very good to A grade. This one, oh yeah, man, I like these. Do you think these are slimming, these little lines? It's quite fetching, isn't it? Rated very good to A grade, 1.32 kilos worth of banded iron tiger iron from, this is Namibia. Usually we get it from Northern Cape, but this recent batch, which has been exemplary quality, has come from, this is South African from Priska. That is, what is it, flat $49 for the two. That's flat 427. Then a stunning, what shall we call this? Slightly larger than a cabinet specimen. This is a beautiful black tourmaline with feldspar, and it weighs. Let me just try and give some context here. That's 5.5 kilos. It's quite large, beautifully well formed, rated very good to A grade, and it's got a little siderite gem right in the middle. Look at that little fella there. Hello. So that's nice when they're still brown. Sometimes more recently we've got a couple of flats with a siderite and quartz, and that siderite basically started being covered by goethite. So having a one there, a little cheeky fella, just staking his claim in the vug of tourmalineness. This flat here is going to cost a meager $335. That is flat 546. Ta-da! Right. Last on the first trolley, Swazi Bloodstone. 3 of these little standing freeforms. That is quite a complicated, brecciated mixing affair here. But essentially, gold mining would have this as banket. A lot of pyrite on here as well. Let me try and get to the better side of the light. Swazi Bloodstone, gold banquet. These 3 weigh 1.59 kilograms. They're going to cost all of $60. That is flat 457. Let's just take a little walk. Take a break between the trolleys. What we got here? That's a pretty impressive piece of fluorite, man. Nice aquamarine-ish color, dark green at the bottom, purple edging. That'll be a Rongo. Oh, come on, what's wrong with my phone? Why aren't you focusing? Hefty. Some More smoky. Oh, that's a beauty. More tourmaline coming up. Highlight opal. There's still a couple of smallies over there. Any highlights here, Albert? Any highlights?
Yeah.
What excites you here? What makes you most excited? Which piece is speaking to you directly?
It's this one.
Oh, the highlight. So here we go. That's Albert's choice for the day. Nice bit of highlight opal on the bottom. Lots of nice, beautiful, small, smoky crystals. Let's see what else is there. Oh, here's the rough pyrite, rough basalt. I like. That's the ferrostone rough, so that's black basalt with a pyrite in. Why did that flash more when it was out of focus? That's funny. Oh, what else is going on here? This. Oh. Blue tourmaline and indicolite in quartz. That's nice. This has been hanging out here for a while now, waiting for Gary to come back from Zimbabwe, because these are destined to be polished. Alright, let's go see what else is here. That's kyanite, big piece of kyanite. Here's a pretty little cluster, little lol. What we got here? These are still my favourite little porcupines. I just want to maybe, what do they look like if you wet them a little bit? Hey, that's not bad, man. That's not bad at all. On to the second trolley we go, and we start with some beautiful polished amethyst points. And as you can tell, these have been generously blessed by Odysseus with a lot of red wine. Hence the purple, of course. These are rated as a very good A grade and double A grade. They weigh hardly anything. It's 490 grams. Here, look at that veil there at the top. That's beautiful. This 6 little points are going to cost $38. That is flat 419. And then we got some orange calcite from Spitskoppen. These can't I pronounce it correctly? Rihombiral. Fuck's sakes. Rhombic. Let me just see if I can get this right. Rhombohedral, sorry. Okay, that's what I meant all along. These are rated very good to A grade. They weigh 1.98 kilograms. These are beautiful little calcite specimens grab the sunset out of the western skies as the sun setting just over Namibia, and they absorb all that light into the crystal structures. That's naturally what happens. That's really what happens. That's right, you heard it here first. This flat here has cost $27 only. That is flat 436 for some sunset calcite. Next up, some beautiful carnelian spheres. 3 of them weigh 1.07 kilograms. Rated as very good to A grade. Apparently, these are, metaphysically speaking, really good for your libido because of, well, the dark, passionate orange-red color. I don't know about that, but I'd love to see in the comments if anyone has evidence of this. These are beautiful. These are $36. That's $12 a piece. Wow, smally one there. Flat 412. On to some celestite eggs. These have been polished. They still weigh quite a lot, 2.83 kilos. Both rated only as good grade. So this is bound to be an affordable flat. Let's have a look here. So some really intricate, interesting crystal structures just to block off that geode. Hey, come here. There we go. These two here, 2.83 kilograms. That is strontium. That's going to cost $33 for the 2 large celestite eggs. Flat 417. Next up, some neelite, also from Priska. These are rated very good to A grade. And you can see that nice chatoyant tiger's eye in there. A bit of quartz. There's a bit of a generous splash of hematite. 4 standing freeforms. This is quite a skinny one. Let's just test the standing abilities, and it stands like an absolute champ. There we go. I said neolite, not neolite, just my T's and C's apply. Apparently, neolite is a very fancy type of rubber sole for shoes. So this is not that, okay? 1.63 kilos. This is going to cost $63. That is $453. Next up, 20 beautiful, and this is actually a very nice. There's been a couple of mediocre sashi reds coming through. This one, of the 20, they all look pretty damn fine. And when I mean damn fine, I mean that they've got that very distinct banding pattern. If I can only focus without the light. Put the light off. There we go. They're rated as very good to A grade. Let me find another one. There was a funky one here. Look at this one. Oh no, it's just reflections everywhere. Help! I need somebody. Help! Oh man. Okay, let me do a little sweep here. Maybe that's easier. Yeah, really nice flat this. Oh, come on, out you come. Here we go. Another one. Yeah, so like I say, this is a nice flat of sashi. If you're in the hunt for sashi, happy days. It's only going to cost $37. That is for flat 459. Next up, Labradorite. Oh dear, that hasn't been hidden here. Right, let's go. This is, there are 16 small little standing freeforms. They're rated as double A grade, very good at the worst. And that does make a lot of sense because just off the cuff, these are absolutely gorgeous. That is 16 of these. Look at that flash, man. That is grand. Nice flash of Labradorite. Easy one for the retailers. Easy to sell. These are cheap. They cost $40 for the 16. That's a winner. Flat 469. Up next, highlight opal. There's two large specimens here with a lot of beautiful highlight. They weigh 840 grams. Can you see the beautiful globular green highlight? There's the one. It's quite a nice thin plate as well, makes it quite light. That is a lovely specimen. This one's slightly more hefty with a bit of black tourmaline and quartz at the base. Beautiful flat, rated very good to A grade. It's going to cost $50. This is flat 456. Then onto some fluorite again with the quartz base motherstone. There are 6 specimens here, rated good to very good. Purple and green fluorite on that quartz. It's 1.84 kilograms altogether. This fluorite flat is going to be $42. That is flat 449. Next up, some gorgeous smokies, tourmalines, and I won't be surprised if there's, yes, there is in fact, some highlight opal. So there's a beautiful feldspar. That smoky quartz is beautiful. They're rated as good, very good to A grade. That's a beautiful little specimen. These well-formed tourmaline crystals. Just off the cuff. Looking for the one with highlight or 2 with highlight. I suppose this is going to require the torch. So predominantly smoky quartz and black tourmaline, 1.22 kilograms for the 6. They're going to cost $50. That's flat 462. Onto some golden limonite from Karoi in Zimbabwe. There are 3 specimens in this flat. Here's one with, look at that one. Okay, here, this deserves a little bit of a zoom. Oh no, there we go. Look at that limonite, and then the quartz has grown over it again. That is a beautiful veil right there. Golden limonite from Karoi. They don't weigh much either, 1.27 kilograms. This flat's going to cost $21 only. That is for flat 458. Up next, some chrysocolla, some malachite, some pseudomorphs, and some dolomite, all in one flat. There's 12 of these specimens. They weigh 970 grams. Let's take some time. Lots of beautiful druzy. There's the sun. There we go. Beautiful flat of, oh, look at that. That is druzy on top of the chrysocolla with fair amounts of pterogenite. Very pretty, man. There's a pseudomorph azurite to malachite to chrysocolla. There's some native copper in the druzy as well. look at that silky malachite. That's wicked. Very attractive little specimen. This flat here is going to cost $51, which is cheap. That's a nice flat. Flat 448. Next up, some black ammonite, 3 pairs. They weigh 370 grams only. This one's got lovely vugs filled with a calcite, just like its little partner. We have recently, what is that? What's that in the vug down there? Is that pyrite? Yeah, could be. Oh, look at these. That's beautiful. These 3 pairs of black ammonites, they're going to cost $32. That's flat 433. And now for one of my favorites, rough cobbed Shutterkite chrysocolla and cuprite. And you know it's cuprite because it's heavy, man. And you can also see that sheen, that metallic sheen. If it was gem quality cuprite, it would shine like a waxy, dull, red, purplish luster. But that is a lot of cuprite, man, and that is super, super duper heavy. 6 of these specimens, they weigh 2.75 kilos. Malachite in the mix. Man, that is, I love these so much. I like cuprite a lot. Probably because my first lucky find was cuprite. Rated as good grade, so very good grade. This flat of Shutterkite, malachite and cuprite is going to be $28 only. Flat 468. Onto some large, beautifully formed black tourmaline. Sure. Look at that. German engineering at its best in the ground, way before those wheelie things came about. These 6 specimens are rated as good, very good to A grade. This is the very good. This is the A grade. No, this is the good grade. These weigh 1.44 kilograms. They're going to cost $60. That's flat 440. Then we have 8 spheres. 7 of them are of the golden healer persuasion, rated as very good to A grade. That is some strong limonite in quartz. Oh, limonite quartz. Limonite in quartz. That's just iron in quartz. And then one little firecracker. Or fire quartz. Nice rainbow veil there. Very nice little fat this. Golden healers and 1 firecracker. 1.11 kilograms, $34 only. That's flat 429. Next up, we got some polished points with lots of inclusions. One, dare I say it, citrine fella. This is all from Madagascar. Here's some nice point with some tourmaline rutile. Some chlorite. Some more chlorite. Some chlorite and smoky phantoms. There's a couple of, there's always a double terminator somewhere, isn't there? There's always 1 or 2. Some nice amethyst. There's another little amethyst fella. A couple of smokies. Oh, hello. Look at you. More chlorite, but that's a lovely chlorite veil. All wispy and shy-like. This flat here weighs 640 grams. It's rated very good A and double A grade. It's going to cost $50. That is there anything else worth looking at here? Let's just have a look here. Very nice flat for $50. Flat's 435. On to some dioptase, all 35 little fellas, rated good, very good to A grade. And they are, let's just count the A grade ones here. There's one. Almost. Yes. Yeah. Nice flat, this. Ooh, hello, is this one gem? Really? No, well, it was. It's a little broken, but that is was a massive dioptase crystal. There's dioptase, 20 of these, only weigh 220 grams. They're going to set you back all of $82, and that is a wicked good deal. Flat 434. Onto some shady smoky quartz and tourmaline clusters. It's quite light. Seems like a vermiculite matrix. It's quite strange after picking up the coupe, right? This is so light. Look at that smoky there with a smoky dark tip. They both weigh 1.35 kilos together. That's pretty light for these two large specimens. That is a lot of nice highlight opal. Rated as very good to A grade. This flat here is going to cost $60. That is for flat 418. Next up, Salrose, Malachite, Dolomite. Oh my shattered nerves. It's another Congolese cocktail flat. Let's take our time. And who doesn't like a little bit of a frosty druzy just to line your glass? Chrysocolla with a Covenant druzy. Bit of Salrose, Cobalt, Dolomite, and Malachite. That is a stunning little thumbnail. Well, it's actually larger than a thumbnail. This little one. Okay, I can't spend. Okay, the last sale, I spent way too much time pouring myself over these. I'm not going to do it again. Maybe. No promises. Nice Salrose there in the background. Here's some kaolinite. There we go. There's large. That's not even juicy. Maybe that is the Bithin. No. Very crystal. There's Dolomite, kaolinite, Malachite. And I want to say Libithinite, but that would be naughty. Hey, Cara, what do you say? Ooh, geez, that's a bit close. Heterogenite, Salrose, Dolomite, and druzy. What a heady combination. Oh, that's a lot of sparkle for one rock. All right. Moving swiftly on. This is rated as good, very good to A grade, 970 grams. It's only going to be $47, and that's flat 420. Nice. On to the center we go, and we got some very nice, again, banded tiger iron standing freeforms with slimming vertical lines. Don't you think these lines are slimming, Cara? Cara's ignoring me. 1.91 kgs is what both of them weigh. Oh, look at that. That is a massive big band of hematite right up the middle. Oh. Beautiful standing freeforms. This rated as A to double A grade. These two are going to cost $71. That is for flat 431. Up next, some more gold mine banket or Swazi bloodstone. It's probably not the best one of the lot. A little bit of red jasper there in the mix, but this one over here has got a lot. That is really pretty. Interspersed by splashes of pyrite. These two standing freeforms weigh 1.31 kilos. They're going to cost all of $44, flat 415. Then some black tourmaline, vermiculite, smoky quartz, all kind of a whole big handful of it. It's rated as A grade. A lot of little well-formed black tourmaline specimens or crystals. Weighs 1.27 kilograms. This flat's going to cost all of $78. That's for flat 454. Then we've got a bit of a nice, interesting large. I think this is rated only as good grade, or, well, actually, this is medium to good. And it's a whole lot of hematoid quartz. I'm assuming this is from Zimbabwe. Let's have a look. It is from, no, this is Malagasy. But it is 5.8 kilograms. I'm just going to show you the other side as well. It stands. It's got crystals on both sides, which is always a bonus. That's a beauty. And it's, for 5.8 kilograms, it's going to be reasonably cheap. No doubt it's $38 for this beautiful, larger than a cabinet size specimen. Flat 920. Very nice. Then another one. Also, this is Malagasy, pineapple quartz, white with goethite to give some contrast to the cascading formations. It's rated as I don't know, very good grade. It's a very good grade specimen. It weighs 6.71 kilograms. It's going to cost all of $74. It's pretty damn cheap for a large, beautiful specimen like this. Be the envy of all your neighbors. They'll be flocking to your front door and annoying the crap out of you. Maybe you shouldn't get it, but maybe you should. Flat 765. Still hanging out here. Just having a looky, see what's going on. See if we can rustle up a snake. Lol. Oh, I want to see what is it? Watermelon fluorite. Whoa, there's a snake. Shit. That is a variegated bush snake. Quite harmless. Quite pretty, man. Hello, fella. They are fast as. Hey, Albert. Hey, fella. I'm surprised it's just hanging out because they're generally quite shy. Okay, I can't zoom anymore, so I need to get closer. How close can I get? It is winter here, so it's very likely that it needs a bit more heat to be a bit more proactive, but that's a nice grown-ass bushvine snake. Hey, Albert? How long's the bushvine been hanging out here for?
It's looking for me.
Uh-huh. It's missing you. Do you take it home? Come on, fella. Oh, should I just ignore you now? Okay, I'm going to ignore you now. It's just another day in Africa. Well, maybe I'll just pay attention to you from the other side. Ha 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 ha. More often than not, these are food for other snakes. Most noteworthy, the Mozambican spitting cobra and the black mamba. They like to eat on other snakes. Not much going on here in Albert section. Anyway, that was nice. Hey fella, have a nice day. Righto, on to the third trolley we go, and straight up with a dark purple amethyst from Bukanotuk. This is only good grade though. You can see it's got quite a large base. It's a nice quartz. Nice rich dark purple, accompanied by a bit more of a light lilac fella. Also quite a bit of base. Weighs 2.43 kilograms. This flat here is going to cost $50. That is flat 400. I'll do some more black tourmaline and vermiculite, or feldspar. Feldspar more likely. These are rated very good to A grade. And it's got a tumultuous amount of well-formed chiral crystals. Let's just check. There's no highlight opal. Whole bank of black tourmaline. That's really pretty. This flat's rated very good to A. It's going to cost, what are we going to cost? It's going to cost $71 for the two. That's flat 404. Onto a large pair of sliced ammonite. One ammonite, two sides. There's always two sides to an ammonite, isn't there? Or four, if it's sliced, there's a bit of pyrite. Rated A grade. This is 1.14 kilograms. Where's the other one? Here we go. Nice deep vugs. Don't see any pyrite. Not on the inside. Not on this outside either. That's going to be $94 for the two. That is flat 536. Next up, Masonite. Hearts, 35 of them, rated as very good to A grade. These are from Madagascar. Oh, this is interesting. Bit of a lesser quality, but it's got little streaks in it, which is nice. Oopsie. These 35mm Masonite hearts are going to cost you $44. That's 35 for 44, flat 397. Next, some beautiful dioptase. There's three of these. This will be rated A grade and very good. Am I right? Yes, I am. This will be the very good version. Still very nice large gems, crystals. But look at this one. This is superb. It's like a blanket of dioptase folded in on itself. Not unlike a dioptase shawarma. Ooh. What is that? Interesting. Absolutely beautiful specimen, this. 870 grams. This flat's going to cost $211. That is flat 426. Then on to some partly polished labradorites from Talir in Madagascar. Rated very good A to double A grade. Hey, hello Wayne. That man. Here we go. These are 35 little partly polished beauties. They weigh 1.14 kilograms. It's a beautiful blue flash here, and I don't even have to do too much to elicit some action. Oh, come on, zoom out now. There we go. Well done, phone. This flat's going to cost $39 only. That is for flat 410. Then some fluorite. We had sinister fluorite on Tuesday. We have sinister fluorite today. And this is less sinister because there's more blue to it than the ones from yesterday. What day? From Tuesday. But no, that's not helping. Actually, really dark purple blue. Some of the ones that we highlighted had green veils inside. But there's purple veils on the inside there. There's two of the darker ones in this flat. This is from Irongo, or four of them. This is a large fluorite cluster. A bit of yellow fluorite in there. Just a hint. Or maybe that's just the feldspar, the vermiculite shining through. Double check. Beautiful, small, well-shaped cubic fluorite from Irongo, rated as good to very good only. This flat's gonna, well, it weighs 1.61 kilograms. Malumi, Gabog, Sup. $43 for flat 402. Next up, we got some very good to A grade golden healer palm stones. There are 35 of these in this flat. 1.19 kilograms for them. Here's a bit of smoky quartz in the mix as well. That's beautiful. These 35 little golden healer palm stones are only going to cost $35. That is flat 443. Next up, polished points. The third flat, I believe, for today. 670 grams, rated as very good A to double A grade. There are there's a lot. There's a lot to look at here. My favorite, chlorite veil. Smoky tourmaline, amethyst, chlorite. Oh, secular hematite. Oh, that's nice. Very nice. More, very smoky. Like very, very, very smoky. Oh yeah. This flat here is it's going to cost all of $50 for the 20 polished points. Flat 455. Then we've got small polychrome jasper spheres, or Picasso jasper, from the northeastern part of Madagascar. They're rated as good, very good to A grade. So, these 6 polychrome spheres are going to cost a fabulous $22. That is flat 425. Then we got some more smaller, and this is quite unusual to see 24 fluorite specimens, especially for these from Morongo, in one flat, rated as very good to good at the best. Weighs 2.27 kilograms. All right. It's going to cost $65 for 24 quartz with a cubic fluorite, purple rimmed green fluorite, flat 424. Next up, Cora. We've got some Morongo fluorite here. There are Morongo fluorite. There are 12 of these little clusters rated A grade, very good and good grade. I'm just going to pick up on the first and look at that beauty there. That's obviously the A grade one. There's another beauty. Oh, what is that blue? That's weird. See that? I'm actually. That is quite remarkable. I'm taking this to Nick just to check. He's very busy at the moment and he's got his earphones on. Let's just see if, sorry to interrupt, sir, but there's a funny occurrence.
A funny occurrence?
Funny occurrence.
Ooh.
There where my thumb is.
You should have that checked out.
I know. There's a hint of blue, and it's, I don't know, it's kind of it's not even iridescent. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Ooh, nice. Could be a little topaz crystal in there.
Yeah, it's got that texture. It's kind of waxy.
Yeah, it looks like a little topaz crystal on there.
Cool.
There we go. Yes.
Hey, only on that camera, man.
2 pairs or not 2 pairs?
2 pairs, I'd say.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Right, there we go. Flat of Morongo fluorite with a subtle hint of topaz. It's a blue egg. See if I can catch it again. Yeah, there we go. It's over there. That's beautiful. There's a luck. Okay, now let's spend the entire day looking at all of these.
Right now, I found 2 water bubbles in one of these. 2 water bubbles in one. Yeah.
This is a intriguing flat of Morongo fluorite, and there's probably more to it than just meets the eye, as I've already shown. But very nice, 570 grams. Oh, hang on, I need to look at this as well, because here we got some nice purple fluorite as well. Vermiculite in the mix. This flat's going to cost $31 only. That is ridiculous. Flat 430. Next, we got some sodalite forms, standing free forms. They weigh 1.33 kilograms. Rated as very good to A grade. Quite a lot of hematite there at the base. This will be the very good one. From the Kunene River, will cost $49 for the 4. That's flat 465. Then from Luwena, we got 4 absolutely gorgeous smoky quartz clusters. Beautiful veils just beneath the windows. Lovely clarity in this cluster. Lots of side crystals as well. The 4 clusters weigh 2.11 kilograms. All right, let's just try to get rid of that reflection. So I can show you that beautiful white veil on the inside. Very nice. Subtle hints of iron there at the base, but look at that, that is just beautiful. Very, very nice. 2.11 kilograms, rated good, very good to A grade. This flat's going to cost $47. That's for flat 406. Very nice flats of Luwena. Then we've got a flat 30. Oh, how many are there? 36 little specimens here. The majority of it is highlight opal, and it's highlight opal on its own, which is magic. There's a fair amount of black tourmaline in amidst the highlight. There's a necklace right there. That's a beautiful flat, this. Highlight opal, basically all on its own, rated good, very good to A grade. Almost half a kilo of it. $33 only. Bargain. Flat 411. Onto some rose quartz palm stones, all 35 of them, rated as A to double A grade. Let's just pick any one of these up and see if they talk to us. If I can. There's that. I wonder if I can catch an asterism. There we go. Not only mushrooms and spheres have asterisms, palm stones too. That one's just predominantly a big ass veil. There we go. Where's she gonna end up? Where do they meet up on the edge? Yeah, they do meet up on the edge. Beautiful flatter rose quartz palm stones. They weigh 1.81 kilograms. 1.8 kilograms. It's 35 for $60. That's very good flatter rose quartz. Flat 492. Onto 2 polished quartz points. This one's smoky, lathered with interior veils. That's a beautiful polished point. Rated very good A to double A grade. These 2 weigh 830 grams. Subtle bit of amethyst there in amidst the limonite. Put some backlighting on that. This flat here is rated very good AAA, $55 for the 2. That's flat 409. onto some chrysocolla. Bit of an all over the show. Good, very good to A grade, 1.27. There are 23 of them in here. I'm going to pick out the nicest. This is a lot of juicy, man. It's also the largest of the bunch. That's quite heavy.
Yeah.
It's a bit of an whatever flat of chrysocolla, especially in the face of we have been spoilt with some excellent stuff. But consequently, it's going to be only $48. That's flat 416. And then black tourmaline, 6 specimens, 1.3 kilograms, rated as very good to A grade. That is quite heavy, man. Nice long crystals. Fibrous nature. Proper. Large black tourmaline. These are rated very good to A grade for the 6, 1.3 kilograms, $60 for the 6, flat 422. Next up, we got some beautiful Namibian picture stone standing freeforms, standing paintings of the Namibian landscape. Look at that, that is absolutely splendid. They're quite thin as well. They only weigh 1.18 kilos for the 2, rated both as A grade. These 2 little beauties, they're going to cost $40. That's $20 for a Namibian picture stone, a bit of African jasper there with a landscape included, flat 405. Next up, a large, rather jacaranda Mumbwa amethyst geode, rated as medium to good grade only. It weighs 4 kilograms. It's going to cost only $39, flat 442. And then a little bit more of the banded tiger iron standing freeforms with that generous portion of hematite down the middle. Both these weigh at 1.5 kilograms. They call it tiger iron for nothing. Sure. Rated as very good to A grade. These 2 little standing freeforms are going to cost $52. That's flat 463. Last item for the day is a large Swazi bloodstone tower or point of 3.5 kilograms. We've got lots of jasper, we've got lots of pyrite, there's a bit of quartz in the middle, gold banket, brecciated gold banket, rated as A grade. It's going to cost $125 only. That's flat 450. And that's it for today, guys. Thank you for popping in. Thanks for always being there, and thanks for all the support that you always give us. I'll bid you a beautiful Thursday and see you on Saturday. I think it's going to be a cool Saturday. Happy days.